Okay, I'm live. So I want to finish the video that I started making this morning real quick. So you all come in. Let me know if you can hear me well. If not, then I'll wait to stream this. Jump. No problem. Thank you. You all come in. Let me know if you can hear me well here because this is a lot of noise in the background. So if you can't, right, if you can't, I'll just wait. I'll just wait until I get home to stream this. Good evening, Gwen. Gwen, how is the sound? I know my camera view is a little different, but let me know how the sound is. Right, I'm trying to fix my hair. So let me know how the sound is if you all can hear me well, because there is some music in the background. Okay, okay, good. So I still brought the book, right? I needed to fix this, get me something to eat, but I still brought the book, right? So you all make sure you like and hit share, and let me know if the reception is going to be well. Two, right? My reception was going in and out this morning, and I really want to finish this today. If not, I can wait till I get home to do it. So, just some of my personal notes, right, that I've taken from the books, I wanted to share with you all because a lot of people this year, if they position themselves right, they can wake up, right, wake up in the morning or one morning and be an instant millionaire, right? You can wake up one morning and find out that you are an instant millionaire, or you can wake up one morning and find out that you are in poverty, right? Um, in prosperity, you can wake up instantaneously and be in prosperity, or you can wake up right and be in poverty. Okay, Gwen, no problem with the reception. Okay, good. So what millionaires are doing right now, what the rich and wealthy are doing right now to prepare for this crisis of 2021. What the rich and wealthy are doing right now to prepare for this crisis. Number one, right? If someone take notes for me, take notes for me, right? Have multiple checking accounts, right? Have multiple checking accounts. Number one, just on a prosperity note, this helps you to get the concept that you're going to have multiple income flowing in, multiple streams of income, right? Multiple flow of income flow coming in. Number two, again, they're comparing the Great Depression 2.0 in comparison to the Great Depression of the 1930s, right? Um, is Many economists are saying that this depression will not look like 2008 recession, that it will actually make 2008 look like a flesh wound, right, compared to what experience will be. Actually, I just saw today that American Airlines are stating that they're going to lay off an additional 14,000 people, right? Not 1,400, 14,000 people if nothing changes before the funding ends April 1st, right? 14,000 additional employees. So, number one, have multiple checking accounts. This is for two reasons, not just so you can get the millionaire mindset of having multiple income streams, but during economic depressions, like banks have known to be closed and not allow people to have access, and debit cards and credit cards cannot be used, and people cannot have access to their funds or money, right? So you don't want all of your um, stocks and things, or I mean, not stocks, but somebody asked me a stock question and just threw me off. So I'm not answering any questions right now until I finish with this. To have all of your cash reserves into a checking account or any type of checking account, right? Now, it won't help you as much either if the dollar is depreciating to have a stack of cash like you used to could do in your mattress, and I'll go into that later on. So you want to have multiple checking accounts just in case one bank is closed or will not allow you. to use those funds, right? And during the Great Depression, all banks closed, and it took people up to 5 years to regain some of their money, right? Yeah, Bank of America have been closed, like more than that have been open. That's true. Bank of America is a great example. Many bank um, offices are closing or branches are closing. Now, this is why I've been educating people on silver, gold, and Bitcoin, right? Silver, gold, and Bitcoin, Ethereum. And I'm also going to educate you all about what DeFi, right? You've been hearing me stress decentralized DeFi, exactly what that means. Because you can keep all of these outside of the banking system, right? You can keep all of these outside of the banking system. Now, for many that follow me, you know that I have a Queen of Coins silver stacking report, right? As of yesterday, a lot of news media has been going around about the price of silver possibly going to as high as $1,000 an ounce this year, right, in 2021. So silver right now, spot price is approximately $30 an ounce. Um, some people have enough silver that they can wake up, right, and be an instant millionaire, right? Especially if they have acquired enough silver at $30 an ounce. Now, silver will be twofold. It will be for green energy. We're shifting out of oil into green energy, right? And then, thank you so much. You're welcome. Now, this is my vegan burger, right? So, we're shifting out of oil into green energy, right? More gas and green energy. So silver will be industrial use as well as monetary use. It's going to be twofold. And this is why I put silver. And also anyone that knows the past history of what's went on during the Great Depression, right? In the 1930s, the citizens' gold was confiscated, right? Their bullion gold, their coin, but not their jewelry, right? Pure gold, 22, 24 karat gold. So this is why I push silver because now millionaires usually invest in silver and gold as a store of value, meaning that they know that the dollar, the more stimulus are printed and created, that the dollar will begin to depreciate, which it means you're going to see higher prices, you're going to see inflation, the dollar will continue to lose its purchasing power. So what the rich and wealthy do is they shift this into silver and gold because as the dollar is becoming devalue or depreciate, money, right? The dollar is cash or fiat currency. So as currency is able to purchase less, money, which is silver and gold, by definition of the Constitution of the United States and our founding fathers, will appreciate in its value, right? So that's how it's set up because silver and gold is always used to reset the currency system, and we are experiencing a currency system reset, or will experience as soon as all of this stimulus is printed out. However, if you do possess gold, a lot of people ask me a lot of times, Queen, where would you store your silver and gold? It's two questions I would not answer, right? Where's the best place to store cryptocurrency? And where's the best place to store silver and gold, right? Because that brings the wrong type of attention towards me if I go out publicly and saying or suggesting where to store these items. So those are two questions I would never answer publicly. And I know that you may be excited about acquiring silver and or gold, but I would never. If you've been posting that you ordered the silver stacking report and that you accumulated silver and gold, stop posting it, right? Stop posting it. Let that be your private secret to protect you and your family, right? So again, silver cannot be confiscated or it won't be confiscated. It's both money and industrial use, and it can bring you up to 1,000% return. Now, the rich and wealthy keep silver and gold at store value, meaning they know the dollar will continue to have a downfall and depreciate, right? And soon the currency system will be changed over to cryptocurrency, right? But the middle class usually have to acquire these items for their capital gains return, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I often push cash flow for middle class because if you don't have the capital first, you need to gain the cash flow, right? You need to gain the cash flow. This is why I always inform people that you may need to get a home-based business because you can be overpaying in taxes and you can immediately, instantly, instantaneously get more money out of your paycheck instead of giving that money to the Federal Reserves out of your paycheck throughout the year, and then only to get that back at 0% interest in form of a tax refund. And also the home-based business help people or can position you to get daily pay and passive income. So those are the two main reasons why I push and promote for people to join MWR, the home-based business that I'm affiliated with, because a lot of times you need the extra cash flow. And if you have are unemployed, right, or your hours have been reduced or you're furloughed, you need the income stream in order and the cash flow before you can be concerned about the capital gains, right? Now, one thing I do like about gold is that it is an attractor of wealth. I say this all the time. If your spirit is right, if your being is right, if you don't have a spirit of greed, right, acquiring gold and silver, God's money, right, is an attractor of wealth. With all those things being equal, right, with all of those things being equal. So, um, let's see. I talked about gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum can help. It's outside the banking system. I talked about you must have multiple streams of income. You need to have multiple checking accounts as well. Most people don't have the capital to invest, so I talked about this. You need to look in your own paycheck. I call it a paycheck pay raise to get the capital to invest. Never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever rely on one source of income. Ever, 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 ever. Um, Gwen said she saw this on the news this morning. Someone in the Dallas area house was broken into and had their safe stolen with crypto information. It was worth thousands of dollars. Exactly. So don't ever say, "Well, I keep my crypto in a cold wallet or a hard wallet," or don't ever ask me where's the best place to stack your gold and silver. I would never answer those questions. Right? Um, my gold and silver may be in the vault in Singapore. Hey, right? But it's going to be safe and secure somewhere away from my home, right? And then you also need some protection. You know, if you have some things in your home, even if you just have farmland and you can grow crop, you need to make sure you have protection, ammunition, something to protect and guard your home, your crops, your food, right? All of those things, those are big commodities, right? Those are big commodities. That's why Warren Buffett has acquired more farmland. And you all need to watch the move that Warren Buffett are making as well. He got out of the banking stocks and got into gold and silver mining stocks. It's a reason why Warren Buffett got out of stocks in the banking system. Right? I'm going to discuss DeFi and why the banking systems are commercial banks, and in probably about 3 years will be totally done away with. So um, never rely on one source of income. Also, once you become an instant millionaire or a millionaire move, you may need to get a house with a yacht and farmland so you can also have farmland, produce your products. These are some moves that you need to make. Like other things, other things. What do you have to do in order to have the MWR home-based business? Is one-time fee of 229, right? The MWR home-based business help people with their credit management, but they have IRS approved agents to analyze and look at your paycheck. A lot of people, again, was a part of the Trump's paycheck, we call it the Paycheck Protection Program, right? PPP. in which they got less federal taxes coming out of their check. Well, now the roosters are coming home to the hens are coming home to roost in a sense because now those taxes are now being double taxed out of their check, and a lot of people have 26% or higher taxes, double taxation coming out of their checks right now. So MWR has IRS certified consultants that can analyze and look at your paycheck. When you become a member of the home-based business, you automatically get 475 tax deductions versus just 9 that you have as an employee. So again, I teach cash flow first over capital gains. That's one move, right, that you can make to increase your cash flow. Gwen, if you're still on, will you put my website in for me, www.fixmycreditandcash.com. And then you can go to the tab Home-Based Business and learn about MWR and those services. Gwen says she received her instant pay raise from the Home-Based Business, right? Another thing, if you're trying to purchase a home, you want to be a home buyer. I made a video about that this week. Uh, Gwen will post that in for me. But go to my website, fixmycreditandcash.com. If you want to be a home buyer, right, post a video about this last week. You need to wait until the housing market. I won't say need to. I highly suggest you wait until the housing market crash happens, right? Because let's say, for example, that you have a $300,000, 3% fixed rate mortgage, right? You buying homes that are overpriced right now. They're grossly overpriced, right? The interest is low, but the houses are grossly overpriced, right? And they're telling you that the houses are overpriced because there is a shortage of available homes. That's not true. They dropped the interest to raise the price on the home. So if you, for example, get a $300,000 fixed 3% mortgage loan right now, and inflation rises by 8%, which inflation is the rising of pricing, right? Then your house equity is only earning 5%, right? Your house equity is only growing at 5%. So you're slowly losing money in the growth of the equity of that house that you just purchased because you overpaid for it anyway, right? Now, let's say that if the dollar begins to devaluate by an additional 10%, now you're earning nothing on that home, and you're in a 30-year fixed situation. Another myth that you may hear a lot is that the banks do not want to service, or they don't want foreclosures, or they don't want houses foreclosed on because they don't want to manage these homes. That is not true. The only thing that the feds want is MBS, mortgage backed securities. They want your house. Look, they don't care about business loans. They don't care about credit card debts being unpaid, loans being defaulted on. They want the true assets, which is your resident, the house, the property that comes along with it, the land. So don't listen to people that tell you, oh, um, the banks they don't want to have a lot of foreclosed property. That's not true. The feds want MBS, mortgage-backed security. That's their true assets, right? And they want the assets, right? You want to control the people, you control the food. You want to control the economy, right? Control the assets. Control, oh, that was loud. Control the real estate. So hold on to your properties. Make sure that if you have a mortgage, that it's at a fixed interest rate. Anyone that's on a variable interest rate, right? APR, adjustable interest rate, a variable interest rate will get hit hard in interest, and it will be hard for them to keep their home, right? So if you're on one of those interest rates, either you need to get changed to a fix, or you need to pay off that house altogether, right? I guess that's it. Oh, Also, holding assets, right? Holding assets, holding assets. Let's say, for example, that you have cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? Are the two most popular ones that's going on now. And you purchase today and tomorrow you see a 25% dip. And I call it a dip because it will rise again, right? That's not a loss, people. That's just a paper loss. The only time you lose when you are in possession of true assets is when you sell. As long a paper loss is different from a prosperity loss, right? A paper loss is different from a prosperity loss. Just because you're losing on paper and your asset temporarily takes a dip, right? This is the mindset you need for cryptocurrency. It's just a paper loss. It will rebound again because cryptocurrency is the future. Some things I will go live, and I'm gonna eat before my food get cold, so I'm gonna log off and explain tomorrow for people that's in Dogecoin and XRP, for example. Some big thing that happened today with Dogecoin and XRP and Litecoin, right? Litecoin was known as digital silver to Bitcoin's digital gold, and Ethereum was Bitcoin's biggest rival, right? Flare Network was added to XRP and Dogecoin, means that it has given Dogecoin and XRP utility. So this is great news for the people who held on to XRP and did not sell it. This is great news for people that got into Dogecoin, right? This is great news for people that have Litecoin, right? So tomorrow I'm going to go in more detail about what DeFi really is and why it's so powerful to cryptocurrency. I've always talked about Ethereum, Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies that's on a DeFi network. And I've always told you I've studied biometrics. So this is why DeFi is so powerful. In short, then I gotta eat for my food get cold. Let's talk about like J.P. Morgan, for example, and commercial banks, right? Let's say J.P. Morgan, right? J.P. Morgan, if you want to get a loan, you must first come in with a government issue ID, and you must qualify with the credit, the FICO score, the credit, or you must have the cash reserves, or you must have wealth generating stocks or bonds to qualify for that loan. Now, notice I said a government issued ID. With DeFi or decentralized, which is what cryptocurrency consists of, you don't have to ask anyone for permission. There's no middleman. There's no cash reserve, no FICO score requirements. So you're going to see a lot of people like in third world countries like Africa and Asia that their wealth, right? You got Akon building crypto city in Africa, that their wealth is going to build, that have been suppressed for years. And that's why you're going to see a lot of suppression of things that's going to be released this year. Even with silver, the price of silver and gold that has been suppressed and manipulated through JP Morgan for years. Cryptocurrency, just know this is the real birthing of cryptocurrency. 2023 cryptocurrency is going to be full throttle. So I'm going to go live tomorrow and explain all that. I'm logging off. I'm going to eat. You all make sure you share this video, like it, and give a thumbs up.